He says, killed the shit out of those every damn body in the hospital. Says, huh? Yeah, that's true. How's ever that happened? She says, go! Fucking go! Joel just looks at him like, shit, what didn't I do, Tommy? I had a flamethrower, 2 shotguns, a 45, government-loaded revolver, assault rifle, bombs, those better not be fucking... Oh, we're playing as Abby and now and Lev.
Okay, Constance. Now we just need... Oh, I checked this street a week ago.
So this is what...
I can't believe you tried a pistol for this.
Shiva Jones meant when he said...
No way that guy saw fireflies over here. Stop.
They really position Ellie as the villain, right?
I don't. Come on.
Because we're going to have Ellie essentially have to jump Abby. Right? Because Abby presumes this shit's all over with. And she left them, you know, alive more than a year ago.
24:10.
And she's been doing her own thing since then.
It's not going to be on that
She
side.
probably hasn't worried about,
That's
you know,
all
Ellie that much, you know, ever since. I mean, she probably thinks about her once in a while, for sure. But Abby's got her own shit going on now. But Ellie just can't let it go. I love the look at this look in the games as Panda, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is quite beautiful. It looks so good, Strong Bad. Yeah, indeed it does. Okay. So playing as Abby again. We didn't get to have any action as Ellie. That seems kind of weird. Maybe that's by design, right? You could argue it's by design to really sell...
It's too close to be 24:24.
To really sell that... that Ellie lives a very peaceful life now, right? It seems kind of weird to me, though, that we played as Ellie, then played as Abby for a long time, and then we switched back to Ellie, but only for a period in Ellie's life where no action's happening. Now we're going back to Abby again and playing as her.
I don't know.
Abby couldn't let it go either until she killed Joel and got Lev in her life, says Shiva Jones. That's true. That's very true. Again, they're making that parallel, right? They're making that parallel. Right? That just as easily, you know, Abby could let it go, but she did not.
Seems like a strange place to find a resistance group.
This is on PS4,
We
Strong
had all
Bad.
sorts of outposts.
For on PS5, I'd have that 60 frames. Ugh,
Best
60
way to
frames
hide
would be
from the
sick.
army.
Okay, so I'm kind of looking around for quarters. Base PS4, Strong Bad. Yeah, base PS4, I'm sorry.
Just a sec.
I'm an old school dude. I don't know from PS4 Pros. I forgot there's even more than one PS4, to be honest. Got PS5? Yeah, nice. Are you enjoying it? Or are you not playing anything on it at all? 15? That's a lot of PS5, dude. I played it on PS4 Pro when it came out. I think, is there any actual upgrades on PS4 Pro? I thought I heard a rumor there was not. There's no PS4 patch, right? We don't do no 0.5 upgrades, even. I'm too old for that shit, dude. I bought a Pro just for this game and was pissed, says Yega. Yeah, there's no, like, actual patch. Higher res, 1440. Yeah, but I think it's just upscaled, though, right? I don't think it's native 1440. The PS4 does that weird thing, I forgot what they call it. PS4 Pro has that built-in feature for upscaling graphics that makes it look really good, but it's not actually, like, internally native at that resolution. Checkerboard, exactly, yeah, checkerboard. Imagine buying a PS4 Pro for such a silly reason, says Dix, huh? Okay, if you guys don't know, Dix bought a PS4 Pro just so he could listen to Taylor Swift. Oh shit, what the fuck? Fucking infected. Fuck. Trying inside this house real quick. Okay, that was unexpected. We got zombies. The 60 FPS is for the director's cut PS5, huh? Yeah, exactly. 60. Oh, there's a clicker in here too? Shit. Do I have any shivs? I probably don't, do I? Oh, no. Do I have any resources? No, I don't. So I've got to, I can kill this clicker with a bomb. Problem is it's going to draw all the enemies to me. Oh, no. I can hit him with a fucking... I've got some bullets I can shoot him in the head with, I guess. You know, one would lag whenever you played Spotify in the background. I had to get my fix. For all girls, Spectre, yeah. Basically, all you missed was Ellie deciding to go try to kill Abby again. She's having nightmares and shit. I think Lev's fighting the zombies. Sure he is. I don't think Lev can die, though. No, he's fine. I'm pretty scared, not gonna lie, guys. I can choke out that zombie. This guy's inert, I think, right? Yeah. Let's leave the clicker in here. Go kill zombies outside. It's just saying, Spectre, it's kind of weird that we played as Ellie in a part of the game where there's only cutscenes. Now we're back to Abby so quick, after playing as Abby for so long. Oh, my controller is really, like, dying. I don't know why. It's got some kind of interference in my room that's causing it to sometimes lose. Yeah, like there it is. It's really making it hard to control. So I gotta kill these guys. It's gonna be hard to stealth them out. There's the fucking clicker. Okay. Here's my chance to get a stealth kill. I'm gonna get back into cover now. Alright. There's the other zombies kind of roaming. They'll come back this way, I think. What's up, Yummy? Never got around to liking Abby, huh? I liked Abby from the word go. And I only liked her more and more as the game went on. But it's just one of those things. I think this game does a pretty fair job, don't see me, of presenting characters that are somewhat complex. So it's probably fair that people would like some more than others for their own reasons. No one in this game is perfect. Excuse me. I didn't necessarily like Abby more than Ellie or anything. But I think Abby's pretty cool. So they're just chilling, Dano. He's just a child. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the clicker now. I liked Abby the moment she let me use flaming shotgun shells as Panda. I liked her from the beginning because I knew she was gonna be, you know, a controversial character. And in that respect, I thought she was more interesting than Ellie. So basically, I hated the first game, guys. I hated the first game. I'm snapping their necks, Vince. And they're not actually zombies, no. They're fungus-infected humans. I guess they still need their necks to operate, I guess. But anyway, I didn't like Ellie because she was from the first game. And I didn't expect to like Ellie. I like her more than I expected to in this game, to be honest. That being said, the fact that Abby was presented in the beginning as being somewhat sympathetic, and I knew she was going to kill Joel despite that, I thought that was kind of interesting about her. I want to get a headshot. I can throw a brick at this dude and then headshot him. Okay. A turtle shot. Cordyceps is strong bad, huh? Yeah, I'm not choking them out per se. I'm snapping their necks. You can't choke them out with their humans.
Good.
But humans, that's how I kill them mostly too, is snap their necks.
Knew something was out there.
So they're fungus zombies, Vince. Yeah, they're not, you know. There is much said among series fans about how original that is and how exciting it is. I mean, you know, I'm not super, you know, fascinated by them. But there are some pros, though, Vince. There are some pros to having them be fungus zombies that I find, you know, exciting personally. And because it impresses me, that means that it's actually objectively impressive. So my feelings are all totally objective. And that's the fact that, like, when you're in a zombie-infected area, so basically the way that they work is that when they're outdoor zombies, they're oftentimes very weak because their infection is not quite as severe. Because it's a fungus, they get stronger in enclosed, damp environments. And so there's sort of this really fun thing that happens in this game where as the environment around you changes, you can sort of use that organically to get an idea of how hard the zombies are going to be to kill.
And where would we go?
And so you'll find some places like basements and shit that are like really overgrown with these fungus like this.
Nothing but ocean.
And when you see this, you know that there's going to be stronger enemies there. That's probably why the clicker was right here.
Countries, I guess. You want to do that?
And there's this thing with the spores. If you breathe in the spores they release, you become a zombie yourself. So you have to wear these gas masks in these environments that are like really dense. And of course, graphically, you can see the spores floating in the air. It's pretty atmospheric. And I find it the most fun thing about the fungus zombies is the fact that you're in these environments with all these spores. You know, there's no windows. And the mold is like everywhere.
We've got those
And
lobsters I caught yesterday.
and you can use that as a way to tell when there's going to be, you know, more / stronger zombies around.
And we've got a few
That's pretty fun.
strawberries left.
That's really the one thing I like
If we
about them
find
being
fireflies,
fungus zombies.
We'll celebrate with
Rat King was
strawberries.
pretty terrifying, so it's yummy. Yeah, it's pretty scary.
If we
Dude.
don't, we'll console ourselves with strawberries.
Cool.
Hope I don't get jumped by a crazy girl. I like Ellie more as strong. I think Abby's cool too. I think I like Abby more than Ellie, maybe even by a lot. But I think that's, you know, I don't know. It could be because Ellie's whole thing is trauma, and I've lived a pretty protective life, a very sheltered life. Could be that if I were, let's say, going through more shit right now, I'd sympathize more with Ellie.
That's weird graffiti.
I think in general, and also, you know, Ellie's whole thing in this game is that Joel died. I kind of feel like it's Abby's game. Maybe I'm wrong about that, right?
Nothing I recognize.
I think the first game was Ellie and Joel's game, and this game was more like Abby's game. Because I kind of feel like when you look at it, Ellie's almost like her storyline is way simpler than Abby's, right? Like Ellie's whole thing is just Abby killed Joel, I gotta go kill Abby and all of her friends. And Abby has more things going on with her, you know, her romantic, her love triangle, her, you know, her thing with Isaac, her going AWOL, her thing with Lev and Yara. I just kind of feel as though, you know, maybe it's because I like Abby more just because she has more going on.
24:17.
Getting warmer. Abby weighs like twice as much as Ellie, huh? Their fight is
Oh,
ridiculous.
God. I'm sweating already.
Abby would fucking body bag her.
You're such a good
Yeah. You're right. But, you know, it's fucking anime.
Nothing.
I like how, at least in gameplay, Vince, you know, at least in gameplay, I don't know, is it all armed combat? I mean, a lot of it was MMA. And I guess Abby did win in those exchanges, but perhaps not as easily as she might have, you know, in real life. But in terms of gameplay, I like how they position Abby as not being as stealthy as Ellie is. And that translates to her not having free instant hit kills against certain zombie types that Ellie does. Likewise, Abby has better gun control skills than Ellie does. Abby can muscle enemies when she grabs them from behind. She can pull them faster than Ellie can, because Ellie's weaker. Abby can kind of like muscle them around. It's kind of fun. They do differ in their gameplay in enough ways for it to be meaningful. They are mostly the same, which I think is fair. It's, you know, that's the game's design. They have to be mostly the same so the game design works. But they're also more different than I expected. I really thought, from what I'd heard about this game, Vince, that it would just be different skins. I thought it'd be different skins for the characters. But no, they actually do differ in their gameplay substantially. That's kind of fun. Ooh, fucking Liv got mad tan. It's hard to really agree with Ellie at all right now, even with the journal and stuff that's strong bad. I don't agree with Abby at no point in the game, says Shiva Jones. Weighing twice as much as someone is a huge advantage in armed combat as well, says Vince. You don't think she should have spared Ellie and Dina? I don't think she should have, strong bad. I mean, it's not a matter of should she or not, should she have not. It's in terms of the believability. That's my problem with it, right? Like, of course, morally speaking, you know, of course you'd want her to spare Ellie and Abby, or Ellie and Dina. Right, you know, just from a perspective of it being, you know, a more ethical or moral position to take, but it seems quite out of her character to the point where I find it very hard to swallow. That really is like, you know, my one big problem with this game's plot so far is that in that climactic moment, Abby spares Ellie's life. I just don't get that, and they could sell me on that, but I don't think they're going to. I'm not sure they're going to even really try. You know, I could be made to believe that there's reasons why Abby spared Ellie's life, but, you know, the reason they presented to me was that, you know, Lev was like, no, stop killing. And Abby was like, all right. Kind of weird. She should have butted up them boats, says Vince, huh? You can't spend however long this game takes hunting someone down and killing them, then just peace out and expect it to be cool. Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, you would think that Abby would be, you know, pretty on edge, knowing that this girl who hunted her down with a fucking hashtag Ellie's murder map You know, you can't hardly believe that you spared her life. She already, all right, here's my problem, right? She spared Ellie's life once before. And what happened? Ellie got a hashtag Ellie's murder map. And fucking went on a fucking rampage, finding all her friends one by one and killing them in a very methodical, premeditated fashion. Right? She's done some fucking Jason Voorhees type murder type shit. She's a serial killer, essentially. And then she spares her life a second time and assumes that it's not going to be the same thing again. That's weird. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I fucking die, says Vince. Yeah, so the game's the whole plot of the game, Vince, again, you didn't see the intro, but the game's, whole thing is that Abby shows up in Ellie's town and murders her father figure, right? And then Ellie swears revenge. But Ellie is there to see it happen. She sees Joel die. And Abby wants to kill Ellie as well, because Abby's a fucking maniac. And Abby's boyfriend goes, don't kill her. She didn't do anything wrong. Okay, we already killed Joel. That's enough. And Abby's like, fine. I won't kill this stupid brat. And then they all leave. Then Ellie decides that she's going to go kill them all and get revenge, basically. And so the game is like a gangster story. It's kind of like The Crow. She goes through and kills all the guys one by one that killed her father. Right? And then Abby goes, oh, we should have killed you when we had the chance. And Ellie goes, you should have killed me when you had the chance. You're right about that. I ain't no fucking bitch, okay? You left me alive, I'm going to get revenge. She did it again. Left her alive again. If I can shoot the shit out of you or hack you with a machete and you're running around without weapons, it doesn't matter if you outweigh me, says Shiva Jones, huh? Ellie had the advantage in that fight. That's true. Ellie had her backpack. Again, kind of fun. Again, it's one of those moments where you have to respect that the gameplay and the narrative sort of did this, right? Because, Abby is, her backpack had been lost, but Ellie has her backpack. And up to that point, it's just been a gameplay contrivance. And the game has already had some foreshadowing as well, because there are a couple times in the game where you lose your backpack as both Ellie and Abby. And because Ellie had her backpack there, it's sort of like, it's sort of like she had all of her weapons, whereas Abby has nothing. I need to be able to unlock the believability in this. Why can't you low parry, reuse close fears, but not any other shows, even Sean? You can low parry it? I didn't know that, Spectre. You can't hack somebody with a machete when they're holding onto both of your arms, as Vince. That's true. At least she's fucking wiry, dude. It's anime, Vince. It's anime. She's wiry. Right? Abby is, also, they're both trained soldiers. They're both trained soldiers.
That's not it. That's 24, 26.
And Ellie pushes her off like she weighs 80 pounds. She's like, get off me, you brute. Sorry if I missed some stuff in the chat, guys. I've been really ranting a lot. If I missed your message, I apologize. Is this the place or is this a place?
I don't see any numbers.
Yeah. But 24, 26 is across the
This
street.
is the end of the road, okay.
This has to be it.
So any quarters around here?
Abby, I think we already found it.
You think so, Lev? Because I haven't found a quarter. That's what I want, dude. I mean, I want to find whatever we're looking for sure, 100%. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure I want it. But them quarters, though, dog? Oh, my God. Give me the fucking quarters, dude. That's that real shit. But you were lying earlier. I should spam you, says Shiva Jones, huh? The babby. The bush quarter Spectre. That's all I need, dude. What do you think of Lev? Lev's cool. He's kind of they could do more with him, to be honest. I mean, I appreciate that he's got, he lost his family, so he kind of has to be stuck to Abby now. I also agree with Shiva Jones' argument that he's a LE parallel, right? By design. He's not necessarily exactly like Ellie, but there's sort of like, he's the orphan and she's the adopted father figure now. Kind of like Joel and Ellie, right? So those things are guns, Spectre, yeah. Yeah, the fact that Lev, runs away from the aquarium and gets us into all this incredible fucking trouble, they could have sold me on that better. You know, to make me not hate Lev. I can't hate Lev, dude. He's just too cute of a dude. He's just a cute little dude. But the whole thing with him being like, oh, I'm salty, I'm gonna run away now and go say hi to my mom. And you're like, dude, what are you doing? That's insanity. Like, that's actually insane. Yeah, but I'm a kid, okay? So I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna run away from home. And then, of course, he kills his mom in an accident. We have to run through a fucking burning town. All right? Almost get killed. His sister dies. All that because, you know, he runs off for, like, no reason. But, again, I kind of wish they had done more to make that more believable for me. So I wouldn't have that against Lev. But, again, I don't hate Lev. It's just a small thing that I found kind of annoying. He just sort of, like, runs off and, like, you know, causes us all this incredible headache and heartache. And the game kind of sets it up as, like, he's, like, salty. Like, he's kind of, like, in a bad mood that day. So he kind of runs off. And there's that, too. Like, also, his mom doesn't like him. And they established that pretty early on. Like, I don't know why he goes through all this huge risk. I mean, they could have sold me on it. Like, if they'd given me more details about his feelings about his mom. You know, like, I understand it's your mom. But it just seems weird. Lev has a different perspective, says Shiva Jones, huh? Opens Abby's eyes gradually in their conversations. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, he's sort of like her, you know, he's sort of essentially like her Jiminy Cricket, right? Essentially. Shows up and then Abby has to have a conscience after that.
24, 25 constants. This is the place.
I think they told me why I'm here,
Okay, but there's nothing here.
but I don't know what it is. I was talking over it.
Know that yet?
Just remember this? He did it. Wait. I only remember that clip's back. I'll check it out. And Lev is still, like, it's my mom. I love her still. He's different. He's the light in the dark world. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I like Lev okay. But I find him a little bit boring. But that's probably fine. I think Abby would have absolutely killed Dina and Ellie if Lev hadn't been there. Oh, for sure. For sure. But I'm also not sold that she wouldn't have done it with Lev there. But maybe, again, I kind of like Shiva Jones' point. Maybe Shiva Jones is trying to say that, you know, there's a part of this relationship I don't really fully comprehend. I haven't really wrapped my head around, right? The fact that Abby, you know, sort of had her soul saved by Lev to an extent over the course of them having met, right? Maybe that's why she didn't kill Ellie and Abby. Because Lev was there and made Abby realize, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want this fucking boy to follow my footsteps. Don't be like me, Lev. Bobby. Don't hurt them, Bobby. Be nice. I'm too far gone, Lev. Look away, my son. It's not too late, Bobby. Put the gun
I
down.
painted the indoors to look
All
like the
right.
outdoors, but plants don't look like that.
It's more like a child's dream version of the outdoors. In the old world, it'd be common for them to decorate kids' rooms like this.
Not super
My
common.
dad painted a colorful jungle for me.
Oh. Yeah, I would have loved that.
Your dad sounds sick.
She would have.
Yeah, so my stance was that Lev followed Abby all that way, knowing she was there to kill Ellie. And what's more is that, you know, Lev had just gone through a bunch of shit himself. Right? He goes through this thing with seeing his mother die and seeing his sister die, right? He has that moment of, these are your people, right? He's kind of salty at Abby for a second there, being like, yo, these are the wolves, right? These are who you were allied with, right? They fucking killed my fucking sister, dude. And Abby's like, they're not my people, okay? You're my people. I kind of feel as though Lev is here for killing Ellie. Like, let's do it. Let's kill this bitch. All right. She killed fucking Owen and Mel. Let's fucking do her, dude. Let's do her dirty. But, you know, Shiva Jones makes the point that, you know, Lev is sort of like, he's the innocence incarnate in this game's narrative. And maybe that's, you know, maybe there's more going on between her and him and Abby than I gave credit for. maybe, you know, knowing all that, having traveled with him for so long at that point, she had traveled so far with Lev. Maybe she just, in that moment, was like, dude, I can't fucking kill these guys. Not with Lev here. Not like this. I overheard a trans person in a relationship with a girl and they were lesbians. I tried not to think about it too hard, says Spectre, huh? I swear I overheard a trans person in a relationship with a girl and they were lesbians. Not sure what you're trying to say, Spectre. I do like that I do like that we see how easily Abby could have slipped back into her shitty murderous decisions. I guess. I mean, yeah, easily nothing, dude. I would have fucking done it. Right? I mentioned before that I think it was to this game's credit, to this game's writing's credit overall, that when Lev goes, Bobby, don't do it. Don't kill the pregnant lady. In that moment, as an audience, it could have gone either way. For me, it was a 50-50 if she would kill her or not. And that's pretty cool. I could see it playing out two different ways, right? One was that, you know, she lets Dina live, and Lev's like, phew. Or she kills Dina, and Lev's like, ugh, you know, like I tried to reach her, but I couldn't reach her. Right? Like that'd be a very sad moment. It's a very sad game. I would have totally believed that moment if, you know, Lev had his heart broken by seeing Abby kill Dina, right? But she doesn't. I'm like, okay, it's whatever. But to not kill Ellie, Spectre? What? And they didn't even set it up at all, I kind of feel like. I kind of feel like they did a poor job setting that up.
Nada.
Why couldn't
Is it really nothing?
they have, I don't know, given me anything? Like, the setup for it was that, you know, Lev had just guilt tripped her about killing Dina. But that was Dina. She was pregnant and not the girl they were there to kill. It comes across really poorly because she changed her mind in like 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't get it. It's almost like it was handled very poorly. Like, again, I'm here for this game's writing overall. They could have totally made me believe that moment if they had given it a little more time, some perspective on why Abby wouldn't kill Ellie. But they felt like they could piggyback off of the fact that, you know, Lev guilt trips her about not killing Dina. I understand that. I had guilt trip her too. Again, Dina was fucking, you know, a pregnant woman who had not wronged them at all up to that point. Except for, you know, being on Team Ellie. But then to piggyback off that, like, oh, I'm not going to kill this woman, so I'm not going to kill Ellie either? Like, what? I'd be like, girl, you better fucking live that single mom life. Because I'm killing this bitch. I could see killing Dina and leaving Ellie there to cry. There's that too, Shivdens. There's that too. And then we would have a different ending altogether, right? It's like an alternate ending. That could be kind of cool, right? Because you could totally see why Ellie would fucking have to hunt her ass down. It's only okay to kill the randoms you don't know. The people you really hate, you definitely let live as X+. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, that is kind of a very common, you know, criticism of the game. And I totally understand that, and it's definitely fair. I'm not saying it's unfair. But dude, let me say this, though, right? There's a difference in the cutscenes and out of cutscenes. Pause. Because out of the cutscenes, it's war. Right? She's a soldier. You know, we're being hunted down. It's different when, you know, Abby sneaks into the fucking theater and with intent to murder these people in particular. You know what I mean? Like, it's war. In war, you kill all the time. It's different from, you know, regular old murder. And of course, this game is trying to make the point that it's not that different, right? And that's fair. I mean, it's like Shiva Jones points out, it's definitely nothing new in a war story. To say, like, you know, oh, you know, killing is killing, you know, whether you're doing it in war or not, right? Like, war is hell because you're murdering all these guys. But I do think that it is at least understandable, right? It's understandable that, you know, you can kill all these NPCs out here in the shit, and then once you're in an enclosed room with somebody, and you have to actually, like, you know, like, look them in the eye and fucking kill them, that's a bit different. Or at least, you know, you can make the point that it is. Kill be kill, says Shiva Jones, yeah. Like, people do get murdered in this game, for sure. But I can totally see how, you know, it's a bit different when they're, you know, a pregnant woman just kind of like, don't kill my wife. I love her.
Lev, I think we're done here.
No, wait. In here.
What'd you find, Liv?
Something?
Kill or be killed till you find out they have some plots as X+. That's that fucking plot armor. It's fine for non-character NPCs are there as a mechanism, huh? Suspension of disbelief, says X+. Yeah, again, I know that's the point I'm trying to make, but I can't say that I totally can co-sign that.
What about?
Yeah, it's a... Oh, there's gonna be a zombie in here? Oh, thank God. Yeah, it's a worthwhile critique to point out, but I do think that, you know, it's different. They do a good enough job of recontextualizing situations where, you know, it's supposed to be wrong to kill, right? It's a state the writers are supposed to induce, not something you're supposed to be expected to do yourself, says Vince. Is that too? Yeah, but I think that, you know, when you're out here, again, you're hiding behind a fucking, you know, you're crawling through the grass and you're hiding behind a fucking crate. You're surrounded by bad guys. You kind of gotta kill to get out. And when you're sneaking into a room and, you know, you find Owen and Mel there and you fucking run behind them or whatever, and you slit some throats, yeah, it's a little bit darker. Whether or not you can co-sign that because your own beliefs regarding, you know, what? Regarding killing, self-defense,
Scratches.
war, violence, that's for you to figure out. But in terms of, you know, the narrative,
Scooch.
I don't think it's a terrible sin. Killing is bad and wrong. I'll make a new, stronger word to describe killing. Badong, says the only remember, huh? It's bad and wrong. It's badong. A strong bad. What's up, Josiah? Strong bad, dude, is him. Badong.
Hello?
Why are we here? There's some corpses. I think they told us why we're here, but I'm not sure if they did or not.
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you.
My nipples look like milk duds. This is supposed to have info about the fireflies. I think he's trying bad. So trying to meet up with the fireflies. So there actually isn't corpses here. The episode says, "Whoa, it's late. Is it? It's just about 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Probably have 1 more hour left, huh? They are really good, Mickey. You're right. Just go outside at night," says Vince, huh? Look for these fireflies, dude. On some fucking Owl City type shit, dog.
Pretty nice barracks, all things considered.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Surprise, baby! What a big surprise! Right before my very eyes.
They were here for a while.
I love Lev, religious LGBT, someone fortunate to realize that their God loves them and that people hating are just fanatical
The
SOBs.
shower, right?
Well, I haven't really seen that yet of this character. Right? Like, he was sort of kicked out of this cult because they didn't like trans people. That's a drag. And we haven't really seen how his faith plays into, you know, his you know, whether or not it plays at all against his transness. Yeah, he's definitely religious and LGBT, right? Or you know, trans in this case. But the two have not really been made to, you know, we have not seen Lev's faith interact with his transness in a positive way at all. We've seen it mostly negative, right? The fact that, you know, he was in this religion, and he was sort of, you know, shamed and attempted assassination on his ass for being trans. So it's kind of like, you know, what does that mean for him? Personally, we don't know. What is this? I want to play with this in real life. I love that kind of shit. Vince knows what I'm talking about. Vince knows that feeling. So I got a radio and I got some kind of mixer over there.
They had power down here. Look around.
I saw this thing, Vince, and I was like, oh shit. Can I turn some of these knobs, dog? Did they shoot them? They probably talked over it, to be honest. They had conversations about, you know, Lev's faith,
They've got solar.
despite the fact that his friends are trying to kill him. That's my bad. It means you just fucking use a gun suspect. You don't like the fucking bow, dude. Abby uses a fucking crossbow.
Is this frequency currently in use? This is... Do you see a call sign anywhere?
Oh, what?
It's a short list of numbers and letters.
I didn't get that at all, Shiva Jones, but again, I could just because I was talking over it, to be honest.
This is Abby from Santa Barbara.
Not saying it didn't happen, or that I'm not
Can
far
anyone
from the
hear
game
me?
yet.
Standing by.
I remember them talking to each other a lot, but I guess I missed that part.
Is anyone out there?
What's this?
Oh, okay, we got some call
These are
signs.
frequencies.
Oh, they're frequencies, oh, okay. I still think they need to make a third game where you play as the
Is
fucking
this
cult
frequency
leader.
currently in use? This is Abby from Santa Barbara. Is anyone out there?
And find out that she's not as, you know, not as innocent as you know,
Are
they
these
seem to
other
think.
Firefly outposts?
On some FFT type shit, Final Fantasy Tactics, guys.
Can anyone hear me? Hello? Is this frequency currently in use? This
With
is
Owen,
Abby
Dano?
from Santa Barbara. Hello?
I don't think we didn't see much more of Owen, right? I
Hello?
feel like Owen's whole arc is pretty well concluded. You play a zombie Joel, dude? On some fucking Saints Row type shit? The cut in Nebby's cheek is a nice touch, huh? Dina's work.
Is this frequency currently in use? Hello?
I kind of
This
noticed
is
how also they had
Abby from
Dina
Santa
had a scar
Barbara. Can
from
anyone
where
hear me?
Lev's arrow went through her.
If anyone can hear me, please reply.
They're gonna
Please
reply.
answer.
Oh, hello? Hello?
Hi, Abby. We got a clear signal on you. Where in Santa Barbara you calling from?
2425 Constance. We got a tip about a base, but there's no one here. We're looking for fireflies. I'm a firefly.
Former
Where are
Firefly.
you stationed?
I was part of the Salt Lake outpost.
Who ran that facility?
Dr. Jerry Anderson.
My
He's
dad.
my dad.
Oh, my.
Well, how about that? We pulled everyone back from the satellite stations and brought them back here to home base.
How many of you are there?
We're about 200 strong now. With a few
She
more
watched
every
Vince,
month.
yeah. What a beast.
Owen was right. You're about to get 2 more. How do we find you?
Get to Catalina Island.
Come to the island, don't get jumped by a
First
crazy girl
large
first.
building in
Whatever you do.
Avalon. We'll find you.
Okay.
Oh, and prequel and all sex scenes are
Okay.
quick time events.
See you
Oh, that'd be
soon.
fucking
Over
sick,
and out.
be cute.
Looking forward to it. Good luck, Abby from Santa Barbara. Over and out.
Wow.
Come on, let's get back to the sailboat.
It's gonna be a happy ending, Lev. Isn't that crazy? Nothing bad can happen now.
Okay,
Nobody get jumped by a crazy girl. That'd be nuts.
you were right.
What was that?
Why do you make me repeat whenever I'm wrong?
Because it makes me
So
feel
Lev seems a
better.
little bit more relaxed.
And because it happens so rarely.
I did it, Dano. I did it. How do I get out of here? Lead the way, Lev. I'm gonna go this way? I'm gonna vault over the wall or some shit?
Hey, this way.
Where are you going, Lev? You tell me where to go, dude. This way. Over here. Not through here? Oh, WLF soldiers? Oh, shit! Or this Fedra. Lev, help! Oh, here we fucking go. Oh, that's my fucking son! Ow.
I'm killing now. Tyra.
What the fuck? Corkscrew blow, X plus.
You ready?
Wait, what are you doing? Wait. Fuck, man!
You're fine. Get that little.
Walk it off, dude.
Don't you fucking touch him!
So who are these guys? Sounds like WLF soldiers. Bounty hunters, maybe?
Shit. One hell of a catch.
So we don't really know what happened with the WLF after we betrayed them on the Scars Island. That was a plot twist I didn't expect. Time to pay for your sins, Abby. Let's gotta work on that fucking headshot. Yeah, how are you fucking shoot people through the fucking chest? I like that chest shot. Oh, so Ellie already found Abby, essentially. Here's their boat. But no one's home. They hurt my boy. What a punch, dude. It never gets old. Yeah, I mean, this game has excellent fucking animation. Excellent motion capture. And you can't be mad at how fucking Lev got punched and fucking hit his head on the fucking door. That was kind of sick. Even though I like Lev. That's still sick. Murder Map 2 X plus? Hashtag Murder Map 2 the Redux? Oh my god. The comeback of the Murder Map, dude. She says, Ellie, my girl. So we haven't played as Ellie in actual gameplay in forever. She didn't learn Mickey from the last Murder Map.
She get up to the street from here.
Damn. I really like this game right now. And you guys know me. I'm a fucking lifelong hater by trade. For me to say that I like something is definitely not my favorite. But this whole thing, I'm just so into it right now. Don't let Ellie near an atlas, says Dano, huh? The murder atlas, the fucking globe, the murder globe. So what do I got? Sniper rifle, shotgun, bow and arrow. It's got explosive arrows as well. Boy, it's been so long since I played this here, huh? Oops. Alright, where are we going here? Can I find trading cards again? It's been so long, I haven't found a trading card in so long. Wait, pull that pistol out again. We'll do Vince. This one? Or this one? I just realized she has them actually attached to her person. That's cool. Oh, yeah, the silencer, yeah. Well, you know, they had to make concessions, I guess. They could have, you know, had it be... I mean, I'm pretty impressed, Vince, that all of her guns are actually, like, physically on her person. I've never noticed that before. But they could have done more with the silencer, I guess. But, I mean, come on, cut them some slack. At least you didn't pull them out of fucking nowhere. Like they do in 99% of games. I'm not hating on that. I just had to ensure I actually saw that, yeah. And they could have done more. They could have had her, like, you know, like, I don't know. Well, how about this, all right? To be fair, Vince, they should have made her, you know, since they went through all the trouble of giving her, like, an actual spot for all of her guns, how about one that actually, you know, accommodates her silencer in some way? Because that gun do be silenced. Seems kind of weird they would, you know, not go to that effort after they've made so much effort in other respects. It wouldn't be a video game otherwise, says Mickey, huh? That's why it has to disappear. Otherwise, it'd be too much. They were like, that's a line we can't cross. Maybe you're right. Yeah, that's pretty cool that all of her guns. I never noticed that before until Vince pointed that out. Like, when I grab this gun, it goes out of her fucking, you know, her pants. That's sick, actually. I always kind of thought they just kind of pulled it out of nowhere. I'm not really watching. I'm usually playing the game and trying to not get killed by zombies, and that happens. Okay, well, the moment there, my controller died again. So that was causing that. Might need a new controller, perhaps, huh?
This looks promising.
Okay. Yeah, there's happening again. It always happens in spurts. I'm almost certain that it's due to some kind of some kind of USB 3 interference. And so when there's like a file transferring or whatever, I have my controller drops, but I don't see what it could possibly be causing this time. Usually it happens when I have my USB hard drive running. It tends to happen for a minute, then it seems to be fine for a few hours. Basically, you guys can hardly tell on the stream, I'm sure, but I lose control of my character for about, a quarter of a second. And it happens intermittently. So basically, I'll be trying to turn my camera, and then it will keep. I'll stop turning. It keeps turning forever until it snaps back into being responsive. Or I'll be like walking. And I keep walking for way too long when I try to stop walking. It actually happened only once on stream ever. X Plus. It was our last stream of this game. It actually almost got me killed, or got me killed once or twice. But normally, it's only an issue in times like this. It's never actually, until one of our most recent streams, actually been a big problem in combat. Usually when it's kind of exploring, ends up kind of fucking me up. Chief Jones says, Vencabot, please, don't just be looking around for this treasure. It's nowhere here. Trust me. Oh, Shiva Jones, you sweet summer child. You think that's going to stop you from wasting all your guys' time? Even if the game had no collectibles, I probably would still want to stare at walls. I love wall staring. I have this weird compulsion. It's like a fucking disorder, Shiva Jones, where, like, I have to see everything in the game. I don't know what it is about me, but I have to just see it. If I miss something, it's very frustrating for me. It might not even be a collectible. I just have to see it. That's why I spend so much time wandering the same areas over and over again, looking around. Because I'm trying to get a sense for the environment and just get a sense for, I just want to see everything. I'm a spring babby, says Shiva Jones. Not close enough. Ain't no sweet summer child. The sweet spring child. It's like your boy. I think it's because it's man-made. It's like, I guess I'm just, after all these years, I'm still, like, fascinated by the fact that, although it looks like a natural world, it's a diorama that somebody made. And so that craftsmanship I find, fascinating, and I kind of feel as though it kind of compels me, like, I want to say I'm a wall starer in video games. I'm talking about how, this texture right here, somebody had to, design that. And so I kind of feel compelled to, like, make sure I look at it, make sure I stare at it, make sure I see it, because somebody worked on it, and put it in the game deliberately. You know what I mean? Put it in the game deliberately. It's like, huh. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to climb up over there. So I'm going to have to save. Here's my thinking, right? Again, don't spoil if you guys know what's going to happen. But I'm going to have to save Abby, right? I'm going to have a duel. Because Abby spared my life and Dina's life. So I can't just kill her. I'm going to realize that too late. So right now, Ellie's goal is to kill Abby. Right? To murder her in cold blood, basically.
That way.
But we're going to find her and then rescue her. Because we can't let somebody else kill her, right? We have to make sure we kill her ourselves. Oh, well, after this fight, we're going to become enemies again. Okay? Don't fucking think that we're friends. I'm saving you. And then we're going to have a duel. I can't just sneak up behind her and slit her throat. We have to have a duel of honor. I killed your dad, you killed mine. You killed my friend, I killed yours. Okay, we gotta fucking have a duel. That's my thinking, Dix. We need samurai swords X plus, yeah, that'd be great. That would be kind of funny and actually would kind of make sense. On some Saints Row type shit. Guys, after this long play is done, I'm gonna play some platformers for a while. In particular, a game called My Friend Nico. Or is it called, I think it's called Here Comes Nico. Oh, infected. When their heads are down like that, they're inactive. You can get a free stealth kill on them. Oh, I forgot I'm fucking Ellie again. I have the knife. Oh, the knife, Shiva Jones. Oh, I missed you so much. Kill, I'd be fair and square, huh? So I mentioned this before, guys, but one of the ways that Ellie and Abby differ in gameplay is that Abby has really slow stealth kills, And it costs her resources to get stealth kills in many cases. Not all the time, but against certain enemy types, you can't get a free stealth kill that Ellie would be able to get. Because Abby doesn't have a knife. And yeah, it's a fucking gameplay contrivance. It makes no sense, right? You think that if Ellie has a knife, surely Abby, who's a soldier, would have a fucking combat knife. But instead she makes these shivs. They cost her resources to make. She makes them. When she kills somebody with them, then they're broken. They're assumed ruined. They're assumed ruined. The game never explains, you know, like why that is, just for gameplay reasons. But it does make them feel different. I kind of like that. They feel kind of different. She needs to blaze for clickers. Yeah, she needs blaze for clickers and for a lot of different enemies. And she needs shivs to stealth kill enemies as fast as Ellie does. So if you're under, let's say you got like 4 guys surrounding you and they're not aware of you yet, right? You want to kill one of them fast before you get seen. It costs you a shiv. But Ellie just gets a really fast kill with her knife. Her knife has unlimited uses. So it's kind of one fun way that they kind of differ. The knife's sweet and the arrows. I get freaking weak with them arrows. I don't, Shiva Jones. Maybe I should try it. I'm really scared about the fucking drop off on the arrows. It's funny, I thought shivs were gone permanently until I got to Abby, huh? Yeah, that was the thing in the first game, right? So one thing that Shiva Jones pointed out that I appreciated is Shiva Jones points out that Abby is sort of like the Joel parallel in this game, in terms of how she plays. For me, it had been many years since I played the first game, so I didn't pick up on that on my own. But Shiva Jones kind of pointed it out to me. I know I told you I'd wait for you here, but it's not safe. Rattlers are all through these woods. I can't risk getting chained up again. I'll be in that place where I told you that ping pong ball joke. I missed your laugh. Hope you got out okay. Nice, nice. Give me this. Okay. But that was a workbench. I guess I was wrong about that. Yeah, so what Ellie lacks in strength, she makes up for in her faster stealth kills and overall more competent when she's sneaking around. So they kind of differ. Okay, so we got some bad guys around in general. You know, zombie guys. This is where I came from. Did I miss anything back here? That's where I came from, right? Right? Right, wrong about that. My controller's being weird. If I die, guys, I apologize. If I die because I like walking right into the fucking zombies, my controller's inputs are dropping out every once in a while. I don't know why. And usually if I fucking turn off my hard drive, it solves that problem, but I'm not sure what I've got plugged in that would be possibly causing that. Might just be the controller getting old. Just can't maintain the signal. And also, I mentioned this before, but my controller is one of the first gen DualShock 4s, which is known to have a firmware bug where if you plug in your original DualShock 4 that came out with the console's launch, it will not send the data over the cord for the inputs. It charges over the cable, but the inputs are still done by Bluetooth, which they fix in a later revision. So if you plug in the controller on later DualShock 4s, it'll actually send the controller stuff over the cable itself. So plugging in doesn't really help that much. Imagine if you were told your father was killed by this brutish fellow who waited through an entire squad to get to this little girl, huh? Imagine if you were told your father was killed by this brutish fellow who waded through an entire squad to get his little girl. You'd probably train and juice up to the gills to get revenge. Who waded through an entire squad. Yeah, I think I see what you mean. So what you're trying to say is that perhaps, you know, Ellie's, the reason why Abby, she's so buff, because she's basically training to get revenge on someone who was apparently quite badass, right? Joel's quite a badass. I hear hella zombies up there. There's one. Who else can I detect with Stinko Vision? Somebody over there. They're kind of far away, though. Oh, so quick and easy. Look at this dope mansion. So I'm supposed to go to the mansion? I want to go there for sure. But I would rather... Oh, fucking... Run, 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 run. Comes a clicker. I've got ammo. I think I lost him. Goddamn stalkers. Okay. Probably still stalking me to this very day. God damn it. Stinko vision. I want to get this stealth and clicker so bad. Oh, don't walk fast. Oh, I forgot. Jesus. You can't walk fast on clickers. I forgot about that. Alright, so there's at least one stalker around. Probably more. It's very unusual to see enemies like this out in the daylight. And this is the first time we've ever had stalkers out in the daylight. I have the silenced pistol. How many shots do I have left on? Full silencer here. That's good for taking care of stupid... Well, I mean, I could just fight the fucking... stalker. I heard him just now. I think that means it sees me. I hear him moving. Where is it at? How come I can't smell him? What's up to cannons? Venka of Bot, dog. Sir Venka of Bottington. Usually when they're doing their little grunting and groaning, you can sniff them. This motherfucker jumped me last time. I don't see this dude. But it probably sees me. They're done pretty well, Chief Jones. I have one problem with stalkers. The problem with stalkers is that they can't be killed in melee. Especially splitting off the Rat Kings of Chief Jones, huh? Yeah, my problem with stalkers is when they run away from you. They'll fight, and they run. I find that very annoying. They're supposed to be kind of obnoxious that way, but I kind of feel as though they're enough of a threat as it is without them also having to run away from you all the time. I kind of wish that once I had them in close quarters, I could just kill them. They're kind of hard to get that close to, you know what I mean? How come if I get that close, I can't just, you know, fight them to death? I hear a stalker, and he probably saw me. Where you at, Mr. Stocky? Why you stalk so much? Cut it out. Okay.
Okay.
I think the design of the stalkers makes it difficult to prioritize and kill first reliably when there are other infected around. Huh? The stalker is likely to rejoin the encounter later. I find it interesting.
Back to it.
Makes it difficult to prioritize and kill first reliably when there are other infected around. I think that you're right about that, but I think that that's, in my opinion, they're already hard enough to prioritize and kill reliably, right? Of course, that's what you want to find them and kill them, right? Because they are a huge threat, in terms of alerting other enemies to your presence. So you want to find them and kill them first. And like you said, it's important that it not be too easy. But because they are silent, because they you can't smell them out, and because they move around a lot, I kind of feel as though, you know, in my experience, I'm very unlikely to see them first before they see me. They almost always see me first, right? And then they attack me, and then they alert the enemies to my presence, which is what they're supposed to do. Then I gotta run and, you know, hide from the clickers and stuff, and that's cool. But I kind of feel like, you know, if I kind of feel like I should just have the chance to kill them at that point. Like, at that point, they've already served their purpose. You're right that they can escape and then do the same thing later. That's why they do that. They do that to come back later and harass you more, right? But in a room that has, let's say, you know, 3 stalkers. You got 3 stalkers, you got 2 clickers, right? It's like, if one of them attacks me and I fight it with my knife, why can't it just die? There's still 2 more left. They tend to come in groups. How come we gotta run away? And like, I feel like they're very hard to kill. I guess part of that's because I play a very stealth-focused playstyle, right? I almost never like to relent and just start shooting, like, loudly. And I kind of feel as though the only way... There's 2 ways to kill... 3 ways to kill clickers, stalkers, right? One is see them before they see you. And then you can snipe them, right, with a silenced pistol or whatever, if you want to be stealthy. 2 is you can be very, very patient and just fight them repeatedly, right? Eventually they will die if you keep fighting them. But 3, I think, is probably the most common way they're supposed to die. 3 is they attack you and you shoot them with your guns, which are loud, right? And so I think part of the reason why I don't like stalkers that much is I don't like to shoot ever. I really am kind of against shooting. Not ethically, just because of my playstyle. I don't like shooting games. I do love stealth games. So for me, sneaking and throat slitting becomes more naturally than shooting. So I kind of feel like if I can sneak, or if I'm trying to be quiet, I don't like to, like, it doesn't really cross my mind, or I'm not really comfortable pulling a gun out and just blasting. But I think that's what you're supposed to do. And when I was fighting stalkers more often earlier in the game, I kind of got to that point, right? It got to the point where it was like, just shoot them, for God's sake. You know, make them go, but make them die finally. And they've already been, you're already kind of like, you know, they've already made the enemies aware of you. So at this point, what do you have to lose by shooting your gun? Right? This is such a dope map. I'm kind of scared I'm going the right direction, though. I don't want to go where I'm supposed to go. I think if I were... this is where I'm supposed to go for sure. If I were more comfortable pulling my gun out and making enemies aware of me, I wouldn't mind... I want to go check out this mansion first. I wouldn't mind the stalkers so much. I'm just really uncomfortable spending ammo and also using loud weapons. For me, that's like a last resort. And so I kind of dislike stalkers, so I can't just, you know, stealth kill them the way that I want to. Murder Map Part 2. Dude, I have an idea, guys. Let's make a fucking mod of this game where we change nothing about the game. Except the title screen. And call it The Last of Us Part 2. Ellie's Magical Murder Map. That'd be sick. So Strongest Back's kind of the same way. Likes to stealth kill whenever possible. Yeah, I think it's my internal aversions. I can't get to the mansion. My internal aversion to using my guns, my loud guns, it makes me really hate these fucking stalkers. I wish they would just fucking die from melee combat. And you can kill them that way, it just takes forever. Okay, so I can't get over... I can't get over to over there, where I want to be. No. No good. Let's see if I can jump onto that roof. Alright, so where we're supposed to go then. That's fine. I'm you guys been enjoying the show, guys. This game returns on Wednesday, by the way. This is our Monday and Wednesday game. I stream 5 nights a week here on Vencabot. We have about like 20 minutes left here, approximately. Maybe like half an hour or so. Before I'm going to end the stream. I might try and get some fucking Taco Bell tonight, guys. Put on some fucking shoes and run out there real quick. This game is a pretty high budget. That goes without saying, right? It's a AAA game. But I just cannot help but be shocked by how these Naughty Dog games will create all these assets for an environment that you only are ever in once. Right? One way that, games save money is by giving you an open world to play in, where you can sort of reuse the same assets in a lot of different areas and see the same place multiple times. That's fair. I like open world games. I like non-linear games. For a game to be this linear, and have this much going on in the environment, and every new environment is so drastically different, that's wild to me. Think so, Shiva Jones? On Wednesday, huh? I probably won't, Shiva Jones. Because I probably would rather end the stream. But it sounds like what we're trying to say is that I'm pretty close to another game. In which case, that'd be probably mean new game next week on Monday. New game on Monday. Sniper rifle? I've never used this before in my life, guys. This is one that has a drop off on it, right? I never used this before. Well, it's pretty strong. Killed it in 3 body shots, but I didn't get my headshot. If you end up beating this, what's the plan for Wednesday? Nico, whatever? Now, my plan, Dix, I only have about half an hour left on this game tonight. If I beat The Last of Us Part 2 on Wednesday, I'll probably just end the stream early, Dix, to be honest. Or play around in, the encounter mode. But, yeah, I think I'd probably want to save a new game for a brand new stream. And I don't think I'm going to try and jump between games that are just beating this one. At least here seems so different in this part of the game. Like, is it fucking died or something? Does she have highlights or what? If it ends in like 5 minutes, says Dix, on Wednesday, well, I can probably play the encounter mode a little bit. Or we could do like a, $4 game night kind of thing, just play some random games. As in today, Dix? Oh, for today, then we would do that, a new game on Wednesday. It would be Here Comes Nico. To climb up there, I think. Right there, I can do it. Can I climb these? I cannot, no. I don't really like sniper rifle in most games. Because I love camping and hiding and being a coward. And they're good for that. Except they're very loud. Well, Dix, come on, dude. All right, be more clear with your writing. It's not my fault. You can't communicate, textually. If you're going for half an hour, says Mickey, you won't be finishing tonight, huh? You've 2 good hours left at least. Thank you, Mickey. So it sounds like we probably should consider another option for Wednesday, huh? Again, unless I want to just play the encounter mode all night, which I don't think I do. If there's no, actual, stats or challenges in that mode, I don't want to play for that long. But then again, I'm also a very slow player. Your hour might be my 3 hours. If only they brought back the multiplayer, said Dixon.
Hope I can cut through here.
I never played the first game multiplayer. I heard it was pretty good, though. But again, after my experience with Uncharted 4's multiplayer, I kind of felt like, I don't know. I kind of find that hard to believe. There might be stalker. I can't smell nobody. But there might be stalkers in here. The precedent has been set. I had to kill 2 of them stalkers outside. Hey, trading card! Yay! Yay! I've heard some say this game is really obnoxiously long, and then to each their own. I understand that people have different tastes when it comes to, games. If this game is over in an hour from now, I would feel differently. I feel like I would be left wanting more. I feel like I could play this game for a lot longer, to be honest. I've been enjoying it to that extent. I wouldn't say it's overly long for, you know, again, for me. The game's long, but it's well paced, is Strong Bottom, huh? The pace has definitely, for me, been slow in places. But I think that between my actually having an interest in the story and the gameplay overall being so satisfying for me, I kind of feel as though I never got to use Abby's momentum, for instance. Like, there's so much more to this game I could still explore. I mean, it's very popular to play this game, you know, more than once on various modes, right? For that reason, people like to replay it and replay it and replay it. And I probably could, if I weren't a streamer, I might. I can see myself playing this game again. I think that, again, having come into it with a bad taste in my mouth in the first game affected my perspective on the game's first half. If I played it again, I think I'd be more patient with the long fucking cutscenes. It'd still be boring. I still would think it's, you know... Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Oh, God! The other stalker's around. That hurt. That feels worse. I need to heal now. I'm too close to that guy. I need to heal. Oh, who saw me? Do I have bombs? I have Molotovs. Well, he's dead, I think. Fuck. I think this game is long. I'm sorry. What did you play the first game? A long time ago, Strong Bad. Like 2017, I think? Maybe 2018?
Fuck.
Oof, that was unexpected.
I swear to God, Abby. These infected killed you.
Yeah. No one can kill me but you, or vice versa. No one can kill you but me.
I gotta get out of here.
Do you, Abby? Or do you, Ellie? Or do you have to get treasure? That's what I'm saying, Mickey, exactly. There's a good loot around here. Come on, man, let's go. Hurry up. Man, Ellie, fuck you, alright? I killed all the zombies. I earned this. Now get my fucking treasure, girl. I already got a trading card, Strong Bad. I already found one. It was so satisfying. After all this time, dude. I was like, oh, yeah. Give me all this. There's a note. Mom, I'm gonna go talk to the Rattlers. I'm sorry I'm telling you like this, but I didn't want you to stop me. We're starving. We can't leave the area with you and Abuela like you are. It's only a matter of time before they find us. If I can join them, we could all be protected. So this is who got Abby. Abby got grabbed by the Rattlers. I know it's scary, but I love you, and I'm willing to do whatever I need to keep you both safe, Arnie. Just want to kill Abby, my girl. She's fucking on a one-track mind, Chiva Jones. I respect that. She's staying focused. Keeping her head in the game. Okay. Is that a workbench? Let's see here. Fire rate. So I got these guns. I haven't used these guns in forever. I've been playing as Abby for like 1,000 years. Fire rate, range finder, draw speed, capacity. I mean, yeah. Stability, nah. Give me capacity on my shotgun. I already have that. I was looking at this backwards. So I don't have fire rate. Fire rate. Draw speed I need on this. Stability on that. Stability. Give me the draw speed, I guess. What you gonna do to make it faster to draw? New kind of string, I guess? I can't see past your big fucking fat head, Abby. Or Ellie. Okay. Fire rate. Fire rate. Can I get some more fire rate on this? It's pretty fun, strong bad, yeah. Definitely, you can see they spend some money on it for sure. It's a little bit gratuitous, but you know, it's a nice little reward, right? I mean, I'm spending points on this for God's sake. It cost me skill points to upgrade my guns. Give me a little cute little cutscene about it. A little bit of fanfare, right? Okay. Okay, so anything else I can find around here? I'm sure there is. It's a pretty cool little environment here. Looking for goodies, please. What's this? It's a little room in here. It's kind of a weird little spot. I'm not rich enough to understand this architecture. Why is there like a little closet there? Pretty dope, though. Okay. Okie dokie. This is where I can go out the window. It's where that big guy died. So the Molotovs did work against those guys. I criticized the Molotovs earlier. I think maybe it's like Pokemon style. So basically, the chat was telling me before, Vencabot, use your Molotovs more. And I was like, okay. I finally tried them on a group of enemies, and I was really disappointed with them. Like, they didn't seem to do a lot of damage to the zombies. Basically, I waited for like a crowd of like 3 zombies in one spot. Threw a Molotov. They all got lit on fire, but none of them died. They also eventually got, eventually the fire went out. And then I threw another one, and some still didn't die after 2 Molotovs. So I was like, what's the point of these? And I thought, well, maybe it's just that it makes the enemies scatter, right? It makes them, like, not attack you for a minute, which could give you a shot to kill them, perhaps. I mean, that's the idea. But against those shamblers, it seemed to really kill them fast. Maybe because they're full of gas, like they're full of explosive gas or something. It seemed to do work against them. That could be what they're for. Maybe it's like certain enemies are weak to it. Because normally they take quite a few shots to kill. But just 2 Molotovs killed that one. It was kind of nice. Okay, I think I'm fully explored this place now. I can't think of any other spot that I want to go. She says, yup. It's good against the fat boys. I should probably make some stuff, huh? I've got full alcohol and papier. So what do I have for Ellie to still learn? Endure? Yeah, whatever. Craft more smoke bombs. What the fuck is a smoke bomb? That's for getting stealth kills, right? I can throw that into a group and then run in there and just start slitting hell with throats. Faster stealth kills. Already have that. Listen mode range. Hold breath. Craft more arrows. I don't really use arrows. Craft more explosive arrows. Sure. Come on, do I want endure? Maybe I want endure, huh? I mean, that would help me survive. I want to use more explosives. I use explosives a lot more as Abby because of her design. I liked her bombs a lot. Like her grenades were good for my playstyle. I never really used explosives ever as Abby, or as Ellie, excuse me. So why don't I upgrade her capacity for making more of these explosive arrows and see if I can't use some of these things against, like, the big enemies, like the big monsters, right? That'd be good against them. Okay, cool. So I made some Molotovs. I can also make a health kit. Nah, not yet. Arrows. I like making my melee upgrade instead of making arrows, though. And this crafts 2 explosive arrows, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do that then. There, good. I don't doubt it. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I love this game. I love the gameplay of this game. I don't like the fucking long moments where you're not doing anything. That's a drag. But I say that because I could play this game for a long time, a lot more time. I could up the difficulty and play it more, and get more use out of my items, more use out of my traps, all that stuff. The fact that it's ending, in the near future, to me that seems just about the right length of this game for me personally. And I understand that for some people that are more experienced with shooting games, I'm not really a shooting game player, so for me, I'm still discovering a lot about this game. But for those that are more comfortable with this shooting mechanics, probably we're pretty bored with it sooner than I would be. But for me, I could play this game for a lot longer. And again, if I weren't a streamer, I would consider it, at least playing it on the next harder difficulty. Because I feel like hard mode was pretty manageable. Like, hard mode was hard, but not unmanageable. I could go harder and still have fun. Maybe even more fun in some respects. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here, Jesus. Just walk around in circles. How did somebody hate the first game? I get that it's one of the most generic games and stories ever told, with some of the most intolerable tropey characters ever written on a script with terrible pacing, but it's still better than getting a vasectomy, that's for sure. Is that Moon's Wraith? Yeah, that's you kind of described my feeling about the game, like word for word exactly. And I don't want to say that if you like the game, you're wrong. It's art's subjective. And I think that the game speaks to people in very personal ways, in ways that go beyond just, the gameplay is generic and the story is a little bit generic, right? And that's fine. But my problem with the first game really was, first of all, same problem I have with this game, right? Which is that there's too much walking and talking, too many hours of the game are spent not doing nothing. This game has the same problem, but I find it less annoying in this game because the gameplay I find more interesting. So it kind of makes up for it a little bit. But the second part of it was that, on top of having really...
Be a street around here.
Really, oh, here we go. On top of having really long parts of dialogue where nothing's really happening, the gameplay was really, really boring to me. I felt like the stealth was just really generic and just, throw a bottle, stick behind a guy and choke him out for the whole game. And the shooting was very bare bones. It was just, again, typical third-person shooter, not a lot of depth. I felt like the weapons in general weren't that interesting. So between the gameplay being boring and the pace of the game being really slow for me, and the fact that the actual story, I found it to be, not that interesting, I just really couldn't fuck with that game. Problem with this one is that Ellie just went full bitch mode as Sage. That's something that Shiva Jones said. He said that he feels like Ellie is portrayed as being overly villainous in this game. And at the time we talked about it last, I said that I didn't really get that impression. But now that I'm getting close to the end of the game, I see what Shiva Jones meant. I'm not saying that for me it's as big a problem as it might be for Shiva Jones, but I think for sure he's right that, for me personally, they could have done more to make Ellie more sympathetic. I understand that she's a trauma victim and that she's, a little bit deranged. I mean, she's definitely stressed out. She's definitely, her psychology is strained, right? But I kind of feel like they did more to make Abby sympathetic than Ellie. And again, I mentioned this before. I think this is Abby's game. Ellie seems like almost an afterthought. Like, she's so much simpler than Abby is, right? And so for Shiva Jones to say that they kind of made Ellie feel like the villain, or they tried too hard to make her villainous, I kind of feel like, from my perspective, they gave Abby a lot of development, and Ellie doesn't really get as much. And I kind of feel like her motivations then are they're harder to appreciate. She just seems definitely like, she's out here fucking killing people for the love of it. And we know that's not necessarily true, right? We know that, she's she's traumatized, she's a little bit nuts at this point. I appreciate that. But I kind of feel like for her having been, protagonist from the last game, who is so well beloved, perhaps they could have done a little bit more to make her actions seem justifiable, right? That would be nice. And like Shiva Jones points out, it doesn't really bother me that much, to be honest. But it is a criticism that I think is fair. Like trying to make me like someone I don't like. I don't waste my time to Shiva Jones, huh?
She has to be down there.
Yeah, that's tough though. That's tough. That's true for any movie, right? I mean, that's true whenever you have. Like, I watch the movie Shiva Jones. I just don't like the characters. I just don't like them, and some people do. For my upbringing, from my environment I came from, I might just not like this character. Might remind me of an ex. Might remind me of somebody from my past I didn't like. Who knows? But I point that out because, again, for me, Abby, I liked Abby from the word go. When Abby was introduced, I liked her right off the bat. I never stopped liking her. I thought she was kind of cool. Like I said, if you don't like her, then I totally understand how you feel like, why am I playing this? But for me, it was fine. I don't think the game falls apart if you never come around on Abby, says John Badham, huh? The biggest problem is Neil Druckmann himself shaking his tiny wang in your face, constantly hammering on extremely shallow message in our faces, Moons. That's what Shiva Jones said. Yeah, I didn't get the same impression from this game. I look at it more as a character piece, not so much about, the overall moral they're trying to stress. Because it's clear it's a moral story, right? Shiva Jones is totally right that it's a moral story. The first game didn't really have, like, a moral message. This game does, clearly. But I look at this game more as a character drama. Like, the moral, to me, took a back seat. For people to say, not only, in my chat, but also on other big reviews I've seen, that this game goes overly hard with the guilt-tripping the player, or otherwise, trying to sell this idea that, war is hell and that killing is bad, blah, 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 blah. That message is there in the game for sure, but I didn't really feel like it, didn't feel like it beat me over the head with it. Sure, that's fair. It doesn't change the fact that Neil's a tiny wang, though, huh? You might be right about that, dude. I've never seen this dude's wang before, but if I had seen it, I probably would agree with you. So what's going on down there? There is hella fucking zombies down there. I think that she falls silently. If I'm wrong about that, it's not the end of the world either, though. These guys, I can melee them. There's no clickers around, as far as I can tell. If I fall and get seen, it's really not the worst thing in the world. I can just fight them with my knife. He's gonna turn his back on me at some point, this dude. And when he does, I'm about to drop. Got him, Strongman. I think he did hear me, though. You notice that, Strongman? This game is sending me mixed messages the whole time about how loud it is when I move. I kind of thought that if I dropped from a high place, I might not make any sound. I think he did hear me. There might be stalkers around here, too. Ooh. Yeah, I grabbed him at the very last minute, Strong Bad. If I had waited one more fucking frame, I would have definitely lost that grab prompt. Would have been fine. But I think that he spun around because he heard me drop. I think he went, huh? When he heard me drop, and he spun around to face me. If he hadn't heard me, I would have had more time to grab him, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, it's not of walkers. This is what I mean when I said about my dude launcher theory, right? Another thing that, again, Shiva Jones is no liar. He is definitely no liar. One thing I find interesting about Shiva Jones, our conversations we had during this long play, that Shiva Jones was on some kind of alternate universe from me, where this game got a lot of positive reviews. A lot of the reason why he doesn't like this game is because, he feels like it's overrated. My feeling going into this game was that it was very much critically panned, if not by the big magazines, and at least by users. But even then, I watch a lot of YouTube videos about it, people that are relatively big channels. And it seems as though there was not a lot of love for this game. I heard nothing about the story that was positive, that's for sure. It seems as though the consensus was generally that, you know, it was heavy-handed with its themes. Oh, I don't want to drop down there. And that it was a little bit duplicitous, right? In that it tried to make you feel like, you know, killing was such a terrible, terrible thing, but the game itself is so focused on killing and glorifies it to an extent. At least as much as every other video game does, if not more so. Relax, girl. It's all right now. You can sleep. All right. Well, so we gotta save Abby, I feel like. Now, caught one of the goddamn clicker. Ouch! Well, that sucks. You dropped your knife? Wow, what the fuck? Well, this is definitely a situation. Thank your wife and kid, Ellie. 93 says Shiva Jones, huh? Well, there you go. I definitely call that glowing praise.
Abby. I found you.
See? We got a live one.
These are the rattlers.
We'd be lucky if she lasts a month. Can we please just say we're done for the day?
Yeah. Yeah, get that thing down. Let's reset the traps.
Jeez, dude.
Really, man? I mean, is she even worth the trip back? It's not like...
Oh, I wish he had died. That would have been so funny.
No. I'm good.
That would have been so funny.
Something funny?
That was kind of funny.
Looks like you shit your pants.
Fuck you say?
Oh, bitch.
You like funny, huh? Get up.
Come on.
Get up.
We don't need
No,
this.
man, she's fucked up anyway, man. Come on. No, it's funny, right? It's funny.
Serious?
Come on. Laugh.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that shit was sick.
Oh, God damn it! Wait. You said Abby. You're looking for an Abby, right? We picked one up a couple of months ago.
A couple of months ago.
Oh, no, big girl. Blonde. Arms like mine. She had a scrawny kid with cuts by his mouth. Yeah, that's her. You let me go.
This guy is fucking god. He's mad lucid, dude.
Get to her before that infection takes over.
Dude, who in the chat is as lucid as this guy? There's no way.
Talk.
I got my legs fucked up. I'm fucking just screaming and cursing, and I'm gonna get shot.
Where's that?
Head that way.
Get out here fucking playing. Let's make a deal.
That'll lead you to a resort. We keep them in the tall, round building.
Oh, a tall, round building. So,
I swear.
well, no. Abby was talking to fireflies, right? Dude, killing ain't bad. Killing's fun. If you're right, you know, he's been shot a few times in his life, right? It's whatever. Here's your health kit, girl. Or is this some fucking Aerith must die. Aerith dies in FF7. Spoilers. No Phoenix Towns. Fat Gerald, Mickey? Yeah.
Tracks to resort. Tall round building. Tracks to resort. Tall
What?
round building.
A trophy? How long has it been since I got a trophy in this game? I'm not sure I ever got a trophy in this game. Okay. God damn, she needs a fucking sandwich so bad. She's one of those fucking Abby burritos.
Fuck.
Over here! Aim for his final line!
We'll go back.
Is that a gun? He's got a gun! God damn it.
Shit.
So is that like slavers?
Fuck did he get a gun? Tell the others to search the area. Make sure
New
he's the only
weapon.
one that got out.
Silent submachine gun. Where? Oh, this is from I got the guy just killed.
I find
Okay.
out anyone helped him. They're going in the fucking pool.
I want to finish this map, guys. So I'm going to end the stream.
For a while. This is the
And actually, I'm going to talk to you guys. Dude, fuck this game. We're done for the night, guys. The time is now 2:57. Come by on Wednesday. We're going to do this map, guys. I think it's probably better to start somewhere exciting, right? Than to start somewhere boring. Let's start on Wednesday with this map here. And probably beat the game, guys. Sorry, Junior Bangs. GG, Strong Batum. Thank you from About Shiva Jones. Always a pleasure having you, dog. Good conversations. Good night, Miki. I will see you guys again. Wednesday is more The Last of Us. Tomorrow is Bruise Day. Tuesday, Third Strike all night long, guys. She says, I was about, what? Yeah, I definitely would love to play this. I'm still having fun playing it, but it's pretty late. Give us a good spot to start next time. I will see you guys then. Peace out. Sleep well. Good night, Junior Banks. As always, guys, I stream 5 nights a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Finish the map. Come on, dog.
Go on the gate.
Fucking finish it.
To do their fucking jobs. Go look around.
I'm gonna start reading some names here, guys. The names of those that help the channel out, financially speaking. Let's see if I can find a good spot to hide so I can read these names, guys.
I think it's more like 70 hours a week
Here we go.
of work to keep the stream going. Every week. It's,
Good
something I'm very
night,
proud
Shiva
of
Jones.
anyway. It's something that I'm really grateful to have a chance to do.
Thank you for the follow, by the way, Josiah Moore. Okay, normally I have, like notifications on stream like every other streamer that ever exists.
Piggy bank as well. Thank you so much. If you're like me, you want to help
But
out
because of all these
financially,
fucking
really
hoss
can afford
spots,
to with cool luck.
I turned off the
Feel free to
notifications.
in the chat, come say hi. Follow on Twitter.
Kind of a
Tell your
drag.
friends we're here safe.
If you guys followed, then I apologize. I didn't get a little fanfare you guys deserve.
I teach Python over there.
You guys definitely deserve it, though. This channel is made possible by the patrons at patreon.com/Vencabot. And the Twitch subs, of course. If you guys don't know who you are, then I know who you are. I'm going to out you guys one by one. You guys can't stop me from doxing you guys. Thank you to the channel patrons, Balls Deep, Karina, Carlos Diaz, John Hernandez, N Cruz, Prime Opus, Remy, Running Rock 27, Sin Theory, Salty Face, Ace, Audrey Apples, Chulock, Dick Sucker, Hubie, Jordy Hargreaves, Max, Michael Hinkle, Munich XP, Oni Ramen, Rob Sykes, Arrobibin, Wade Local, Brendan Williams, Foul Mill, GK Live, Good Vibe City, Invalidated Apartment, Juna Anon, Keith Best, Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Liam Madison, Mumblus, Patrick Shaver, Rage, Against the Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Souptastic, the Shend, Tony Bosher, and Toxic Vamp. Thank you to Anders Harrison, Benjamin J. Hawkins, Karina D. Scott, Donka Depper Dons, Drew Newworth, Guy Taylor, Herb Dirk and I'm Joy Cruz, Kai Duke Infinite, Lisa, Mark Parker, McServed, and Rosie Toasty. Thank you to the Twitch subs as well, of course, people like Zanzu, Big Nasty, and Eoff the Chill, as well as Abacus30, AJ897, Alex P. Adamant, Art Mad, Stuffy Muffin, Balls Deep, Beep Beep Main, Bisou, Big Abe Fury, Ben Mighty, Blue Abs, Blank Dots, Breezy, 2K15, Brother, Nero FGC, Bryant Hill, Karina Dea, Cavias, Chumpe, Chula, Kamikaze, Depper Dons, Decoy Manages, Dicksucker, Doc Mac, Dreamobile, Dr. Fiending, Dirk Blur, NVKO, Faffle, Fight J Fight, First Opus, FPA Brian X, Furbay, Garbage Jungle Style, Ginseng Plays, Gregitos, Harpooneer, Herb Durkin, Home Computer, In Silo, Invalidated Apartment, J-Bomb 1901, Jiffy Beefy, Unit 2, Junior Bangs, KG the Legend, Lambda QL, Locust 3S, Longlegs, Matthew Elam, McServed, Mega Lady Buh, Megadu-san, Memoji TV, Moistavakin, Mothman FGC, Nirhan, Neon Riot 4, Nickus Jones, NYC Furby, Knights Templar, Omega Urian, Oni Ramen, Oomph, Overlord Steve, Praetor 51, Arrobib, Rescue Ryan, Rotary Lover 89, Rumstar Hero, Shotokan, Sin Theory, Son of Full Horse, Super Koopa, Task Force Faust, The G-Man, 3Venge, Triple M, Try 4 for Holas, Val DZ21, Yoga Brain 3S. Thank you, Shiva Jones says, don't forget about me. Thank you, Shiva Jones. Don't you forget about me. Don't you. That's Japanese! That's fucking Japanese, Rick. Thank you, Junior Bangs.